Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. So Deepak and I are two early childhood education enthusiasts, and today we're very excited to share the work we have been doing for the past 1 year. And to kick us off, we want to show you a picture of one of our storybooks. So do you recognize this movie? If you're thinking of Titanic, you're absolutely correct. What if we could use movies as a hook to engage parents and support them in their children's journey on school readiness? Welcome to the entertaining world of O Dinos, an interactive storybook series that uses cute dinosaurs and also popular movie elements to engage both parents and their 3 to 5 years old children on school readiness journey. And here's a quick overview of what we're going to cover today. We're going to start with our problem statement and then dive into our design process, design features, our user testing results, and also some next steps. During our initial need finding phase, Deepak and I were both astonished to find statistics that define our core problem, which is children are not ready for school. 52% of children coming from low socioeconomic family background are not ready for school. But even for children coming from medium and high socioeconomic background, 25% of them are not ready. This statistics is especially shocking for us because school readiness is such a basic aspect of childhood. This leads us to wonder, what does it mean when we say a child is or is not ready for school? So we dive deep into literature on school readiness and learn that it is actually a set of cognitive and social-emotional skills that help children to be successful both academically and also socially. Moreover, research strongly suggests that children with sufficient school readiness skills are more successful in school. And this leads us to our overarching design problem. How might we enhance the school readiness skills of children?
Yes, so with that question in mind, we started with a design process. The first phase of our design process primarily entailed understanding what school readiness is and also understanding the different aspects of parenting. So we read lots of research literature and also did several expert interviews to understand the different dimensions of school readiness. We gathered major insights from preschool, such as Bing on school readiness and what the teachers expect for the kids to have when they enter the school. Simultaneously, we were also working with parents to understand their struggles with parenting and their perception of school readiness. So we conducted lots of parenting interviews. We went to several playgrounds to conduct interviews with families when their kids are playing. And we also did home visits to understand the aspirations of parents and the challenges faced by them. We also took a course with Dr. Bridget Barron, which gave us a good foundational understanding of what child development is about, especially in the context of usage of technology. We also learned about different learning mechanisms that are best suited for families. Yeah, so by the end of this phase, we had gained some very good insights. So first is school readiness skills can be nurtured through very simple yet intentional activities for children. Then parent-child engagement plays a very crucial role in the development of school readiness skills. And many parents actually have this guilt of not spending enough quality time with their children. Also, on the other hand, most parents and children also have a sacred story reading time that they dedicate every week. And most importantly, we identify two learning mechanisms that can be crucial for a child's development. So first is joint media engagement, where parents and children engage in a media together, and that tends to have a huge impact on a child's development. And then guided participation, where children pick several important skills from the adults when they engage in different tasks together. So this then led us to our next exploration, which is to identify the best medium which could facilitate joint media engagement and guided participation.
So during the second phase of our design process, we're super lucky to have expert guidance from Michael, Michelle, and Gautam, who help us through the need finding process. So as we learned from phase 1, storybooks were a preferred medium for parents and children, and we started experimenting with simple book prototypes with an added element of interactivity as shown here. We actively tested out our ideas with parents, and this process really helped us get the conversation going with parents to understand what kind of interaction worked best with parents and also children. We also learned from librarians from children's libraries and also preschool teachers that dinos are actually one of the most popular themes in children's storybooks. And that's why we decided to create our storybooks around dinos. Along with the stories, we also integrated simple activities based on school readiness and tested how the children engaged with them. We even dabbled with the idea of using generative AI for developing interactive dinos to engage with the children. We were exploring if we could get the dinos sing customized songs to children to make the experience more engaging. Then we tested out our dino storybooks with parents. Our user testing showed us two crucial insights that we didn't foresee. First, children can get extremely distracted by their surrounding when they're trying to complete the different tasks we designed. Second, parents are not very engaged with stories with few plots. The second phase of our design process led us to the next set of crucial insights, starting with the fact that children like dinos. Next, children and parents have a big preference for tangible physical products to digital ones. We also dropped our AI-generated Sing Dino idea since it doesn't best serve our learning goals. We also learned that activities embedded in the stories can give a big boost for engagement, and it is important to think about ways to engage children in the storyline and design torso-up activities that children don't get easily distracted by their surrounding. But during this process, we realized that there is something crucial missing for parents, which hamper the quality of joint media engagement. And this leads us to our next exploration. How might we make the storybooks engaging for both parents and children while also facilitating learning?
Yeah, so we started with our phase 3 to primarily answer the question of making the storybooks fun for both parents and children. We did lots of ideation and also seeked inspiration from other established children's products such as Sesame Street on how they are promoting joint media engagement. Through this process, we stumbled upon a promising idea that both of us were really excited about. So the idea is, what if we could use cultural icons from the parents' generation in the world of dinos to make these stories exciting for both parents and children? We thought that the well-known cultural icons that the parents might already be familiar with could induce a sense of nostalgia and make the story reading more fun for them. On the children's side, the dinos would just excite them. So then we spent lots of time developing storylines. We worked closely with several parents to co-create the stories with them. Janet and I would debate a lot on the storylines, but that's for a different presentation. So then we ventured into building the prototypes to test this idea. Again, we went to generative AI, but with a different purpose this time. We tried using DALI to generate the illustrations for our stories, but unfortunately, it didn't work as well as we expected. So it was very difficult for us to maintain consistency across characters using AI. So to overcome the shortcoming, we built our own internal AI image generator, which is very scrappy, but it just works. So we used AI to generate the background settings, and then Janet just did her magic in adding the characters to those images and make it consistent across the entire storybook. And that approach really worked for us, and we were on to developing our first high fidelity storybook. Simultaneously, we were also exploring different ways to help parents learn about the dimensions of school readiness so that they'll be able to support their children even outside reading the O Dinos books. So we used a no-code platform to develop a companion web app for the parents. And so all this finally led us to O Dinos, a transmedia school readiness product for both parents and children. And to recap, with O Dinos, this is our theory of change. Our learners are parents and children, and our learning tool is the O Dinos storybooks and the companion mobile app. The primary learning mechanisms in these tools are joint media engagement and guided participation, where parents and children engage in media together and also do lots of tasks while they engage in the media. And this leads to the outputs such as increased awareness of school readiness, reduced guilt in parents for not spending enough time with their children, increased quality family time, so on and so forth. And this outputs will translate into long-term outcomes such as healthy academic outcomes and improved well-being in families. In short, O Dinos, we are hoping to let the families to play, learn, and get school ready.
Now let's hop on board to see the different design features we have and considerations of one of our O Dinos series, Didanic. To start off, we incorporated nostalgic elements from classical movies throughout our stories. These elements, like this classical Titanic pose here, serve as little Easter eggs for parents to keep engaged in the storybook. During our testing phase, we actually saw so many parents getting excited when they get these Easter eggs. Moreover, we intentionally created talking nudges for parents to engage in short discussions with their children. For example, on this page, parents can ask their children if they can join Jackie, this little dinosaur here, on his journey to friendship. Similarly, this talking nudge here, have you ever been shy, highlighted in yellow, creates a starting point for parents and children to talk about subtle feelings such as being shy, which is a common feeling for many parents and children experience when they first try to make friends at school. Our storyline also creates a space for children to dive deep into conversations and also social interactions. We also created special tasks that children can do. For example, here parents can ask children to show one of the dino characters, Jackie, how to greet new people with confidence by introducing themselves. This is also an opportunity for parents to provide scaffolding while children are completing these tasks. And these special tasks are sprinkled throughout the book. At the end of the book, we also created spaces for children to exercise their creativity and imagination through drawing. Parents can learn more about the different school readiness themes and pro tips through the story section of our web app companion. So when they click into one of our books, say Didanic, they will be able to view the themes and also reading tips. When they click on the different themes, say friendship, they can see what other things they can do to encourage children's friendship building. In the school readiness skills section, parents can view the list of activities we compiled based on research. When they click into one of the skills, say emergent literacy, they can view the specific components within it.
Yeah, so with the storybook and the mobile app prototype, we had our MVP ready and we ventured into testing it with families. First, we created a landing page for O Dinos and posted the link in a parents group to see if there is any interest. And we were excited to see that many parents were actually interested. So we received 25 signups in total with 12 signups in the first day itself. Then we reached out to them to see if they could help us with the playtesting process. So we had divided the playtesting process into two stages. In the pre-intervention stage, we used a survey to gauge the parents' current story reading practices and also their understanding of school readiness. And in the post survey, we just checked if O Dinos is actually working. In our pre-survey, we asked like, how often do you read storybooks to your child? And the result actually helped us confirm our hypothesis that story time is built into many families' routines, and many families even viewed it as an important bonding time. And we also confirmed our another hypothesis, which is that majority of the parents are actually not aware of the school readiness skills. And this is especially in a very well-educated area in the Bay, where most parents are very influential. So then we emailed the books and we mailed the books and also handed our books to parents who signed up for our intervention to start with the playtesting process. And so here are some cute photos of their story time.
And now let's take a look at our post-study results. So in our post-study survey, one of the key questions we asked was, how do you like this story compared to other storybooks you read with your child? Parents' answers fall into three main categories. They enjoyed how interactive O Dinos is, they appreciated its focus on emotions and learnings through different prompts, and also they thought it was really fun for adults as well. Another key question we asked was, what did you learn about supporting children to be better friends and also helpers? Parents share their learnings regarding their children understanding, sharing, and caring more deeply. They also learned to use specific prompts and also modeling for their children during the different activities. We also asked parents what they learned about their child, and here are some fun responses we received, such as, I learned that her favorite song is The Girl is on Fire, and that he likes to try to understand the feelings. All of our parents said they would recommend our storybooks to others, and here are some of their reasons. For example, I like it that it was somewhat of a bonding experience given the interactive nature of the storybook, and it is different from other kinds of storybooks. We could make the children also engage in reading. Finally, all of our participants engaged in at least 2 activities out of the 4 activities we designed. However, none of the parents have tried out our mobile app companion yet. We suspect it might be because they skipped the O Dino, a note for adults section when they read the book. So our main next step will be to test out the web app component with parents. Beside that, we also want to bring the 2 storybooks we now have, Titanic and also Luna Potter, to more families outside of Stanford. Finally, we're thinking of launching a version of digital interactive storybook as well.
And so keep an eye out for our upcoming releases. Titanic and Luna Potter will be available at the expo this Friday. So please visit us if you're around. And we have been very fortunate to have had an amazing set of individuals backing us through the year. Thanks to our advisor, Dr. Bridget Barron, and our best program director, Dr. Karen, and our need finding mentors, Michael, Gautam, Michelle, our generous funders, Reese Duka, and the Intervaliant Foundation. And most importantly, our LDT community, Aaron and GSC Makery, and our incredible set of friends and family. Thank you so much, and please feel free to ask us questions, and you can also post in chat if you'd like to.